And welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We have some springtime jobs to do today. We're going to start off with getting some nitrogen on our grass fields. It looks like they need a little bit. They're a little bit lower, so we're just going to go and take some slurry and get that on there with the Vultra. It's a good start to the year, though. We're looking in a fairly strong position right now. We've got our second or our first set of calves have now fully matured, and so our milk production is doubling, and our grass is looking good. We are going to be making some hay in a couple of months' time, and we should have enough to go until then. We've got our first cheese coming out, which is absolutely fantastic. We need to clean our solar panels off again, so we'll set that going so that that's running. And yeah, we got some nicely fermented bales, so that will keep us going for a while. All in all, we're in a pretty good position here. Let's refill this. I think we've got a fair amount of slurry that we can spread as well. Yeah, we've got 85,000 liters. This is going to build up very nicely by the harvest this year, and we'll be able to get a lot of that down on the fields quickly afterwards. As for the state of our fields, this is why we are taking a look at our grass fields today. The pH level is a little bit lower. The nitrogen is a lot lower. It's worth taking a look at both of them and seeing if we can get anything on. So let's take this over to the smaller field. It may be that we don't need to put any on here, and that will become apparent very quickly. But I do want to make sure these grass fields are in the best condition they can be when we come to do the hay in a couple of months' time. So let's just head around and we'll come out. I don't think we have anything that will actually spread lime at the moment. Is this? Oh yeah, this is making a difference. So we do want to just go round and spread this on the fields. Keep our nitrogen levels nice and high for the grass. Give ourselves a decent amount of yield off here. Keep it high and keep it producing for the cows as best possible. This actually does really well for us. We end up with a good amount of bales off here. We're trying to get more than we've had in previous years. But you can see from this at the moment, this is just going to give us that little bit extra push that we need on here. We'll head up this side again, and we'll just give a coverage across the whole field. As it stands, I think the bit down the left-hand side of the field, down the southern side of the field, that probably doesn't need doing much. You can see the green that's coming out on here by us doing this on a regular basis. And yeah, that's looking, wow, that's gone a deep green on here. That's fine. That's our field doing what it should do. And start it up again. Oh no, we've run out. Wow, that was good timing. That ran out just as I was coming to the end there. But that's working brilliantly. So let's go fill up again and get another load. Finish that field off. And then I think I'll fill up again before we move on to the next field. So bring this around. We will load it up from here. I would quite like a slightly larger tanker if I could. This only holds about 8,000 liters, I think it is. And so if we got a 10 to 12,000 liter one, that would do certainly this field in one go, and our second field maybe in a couple of loads. So I want to be able to not have to make quite so many trips back. It's doing all right at the moment. and it's not too much of a problem, but we could really do with not having to do so much back and forth on this, especially because then it would give us less journeys for our fields when we do those as well. Turn that on, and away we go. And yeah, look at that nice deep green forming in the middle of this field. This is going to be a very nice yield off here later. I'm very happy with that. That is looking brilliant. Onto the second grass field, and like we normally do on this one, we want to start this just into the field here, because we have this small sort of knot that sticks into it. And already I can see the green developing as we go down the side here. I don't think I've managed to get this high yet. This is the best level of nitrogen we've managed to do on here with this spreader. And it's just a case of doing this on a regular basis. We want to kind of do this after every cut. Make sure that we are keeping the nitrogen levels on the grass as high as possible, and just trying to maintain the levels of nitrogen on this field as best we can. And that will then not only keep our levels high as far as the nitrogen goes, but also will help to keep the environment score nice and high. And doing that just brings us in a massive bonus. It's trying to work out now the overall balance between various things that we have to do for things like that environmental score. We want to make sure that in seeking to maximize that, we're not harming things elsewhere, which is why I want to do an investigation into the spraying. So the spot spraying, I've been told, still gives you the penalty to your yield, but also is the thing that helps with the environmental score. So, or to have maximize the environmental score. So it might be that spot spraying is not the preferable thing to do to the regular hoeing that we do on here, or the mechanical weeder. Fill this up again. If this does take 3 full tanks to do this field, then what we'll have to do is look for a larger one of these at some point. Again, it's got to come up in the used shop. And while there is some very nice useful stuff in the used shop today, like this JCB 8330 fast track and this Ace Marston 1993 trailer, which I'm very tempted to get, none of it is stuff that we immediately want to grab today. Let's head back out this way then. And we are going to get this spread on the field. We actually managed to make it most of the way around the field. So I think this will take maybe 3 tanks at most to get this done. Yeah, we ran out at that point there. Let's bring this around. And in fact, I'm not going to start there. I'm going to come around to the corner. We'll start there, cover that bit, and then head back up the field here. And the point at which I ran out was actually over here. So let's do that. We're getting a lot of great demands today. The great demand at the straw and hay sell point, that earlier was for straw, which we are not creating any of the on this series. We're actually, first series for a while, I've not been doing any crop that produces straw on it. Lord knows what that great demand up at Gateway Park is. Might be worth checking out. We've not got any remaining crops in the actual barn storage. So it would have to be, well, it would have to be silage bales, which don't sell up there, or milk, which we don't have a huge amount of. We got about 2,000 liters of at the moment. So yeah, if it's milk, then it might be worth selling if it's a best price. The other thing, of course, would be cheese. It's not cheese, although look at the price cheese sells for. Is it milk? Let's go and have a look at that. That's up here. No, it's not milk. And it's definitely not going to be silage bales because those don't sell there. I don't think we have anything else to sell. No. Well, slurry is the other thing, but no. And that sells at the biogas plant anyway, so we can't sell that. Right. That actually, again, is just under half a tank on here. So a 12,000 liter tank, that would probably allow us to get both fields done in 3 refills. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. Apex Gaming PCs have dropped the prices on almost all their products by 30%, so there's never been a better time to go check them out. So let's go park this up. And I'm very tempted actually to see what's available in contracts today. So we'll drop all of that off. And if we could grab a fertilizing contract, that would be pretty good. And in fact, fertilizing contracts are all that are available. There's a few that pay pretty well. So 31, 23... Wow, 31, 33, 34, and 37. Let's see where these are. Ideally, I'd like to take 23, 31, and 37. All of those should be near us. 23, yep. 31 is there, and 37 is up the top somewhere here. 36, 37 is up there. So yes, 23 and 31 are both great candidates for us to take. 37 is off up the top. So let's grab those. We will accept, accept, and accept. So that should make us a good 12,000 today. We'll go hook up our spreader and we'll grab some fertilizer for it from the shop. And we can go from there. We do have a big bag in here of fertilizer. We've got 427 liters, but unfortunately, I think the maintenance is still going on our class. Yeah, that won't be done until nearly 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I had hoped to be able to fill that up, but we can't do that. So let's close up our sulky here and head off. We'll probably be able to do this at full width and cover things in like 2 passes. This should be a pretty quick job for us to do. So we'll pull around out here and over to the shop. With a lack of way to load this up, what we'll have to do is grab some fertilizer bags. They are more expensive than the alternative. Lower that and we'll get the cover off. So as I can't really go for either of those, we'll go for the pallets. And we've got, yeah, the solid fertilizer, 1400 for 750 liters is a bit more expensive. I'm going to get 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. That should give us not a full piece of kit, but it should give us a decent amount. We've got a little bit in here as well. We've got 200 liters in here at the moment. So let's refill that. And as the last pallet goes in, that's... oh, actually, that fills it quite nicely. So 3 pallets was just about enough. In fact, I reckon there's probably 200 litres left on there. No, just 50 litres. So if we hadn't had the 200 litres that we had in there originally, then we would have had no issue at all fitting all 3 of those pallets in. So we might come and refill that after we're done. Let's get the width sorted. So that will be to change that. And full 36 meters means we should get this covered fairly quickly. Minimal driving over the crop. This has quite a big spread on it. I really would like to get these fields. I mean, these fields out here nicely connected to our farm and just do so well. And it would mean I could turn the odd shaped field 32 into a grass field around the farm and really get proper effective use of that. So let's turn this on. Oh, let's unfold this. Turn it on. And we can see the width it's doing. And yeah, that's a nice big width. Would be perfect for these fields. And we'll bring this out. And the animation definitely doesn't quite cover exactly how far out this goes. Turn on our GPS, set our first waypoint. Not that there's a massive point in doing this, but it does mean that we should get a nice even coverage across the field. I have left a little bit of a section down the side of the field here, so I need to bring that right in. Right, as we come down the side here, even at this, it's not wide at all, and so we end up with just a little bit of strange coverage. And again, the animation for how far it's flinging this out is just not really covering at all exactly how wide this is. Down the bottom, we'll set that back out to the full width, and then we'll go for the second row. So round there, turn it on, and out we go again. We've used a little bit more fertilizer on here than I expected, but we're coming up to the end of the field. Is it going to require me to pretty much do everything? Nope, we're good. So that is that field done, and we can head over to our next one. And our next field is field 23. This is the one that a long time ago we did the sugar beet contract in, I think. Let's start this up. Go out and again set up our GPS so that we get a nice good coverage on the field. And there we go, nice and straight. We should have this one done in no time at all. In fact, we are already 10% of the way through. I'm really liking this piece of kit. This sulky spreader is working, or has worked very well for us on our own land. It's working brilliantly for these contracts, and actually looks really good on the back of our Vulture here. I'm pleased with the purchase. It was one of those ones where at the time I kind of went, oh, we've got a good spreader that we're leasing. Do we actually need to replace it? Do I want to replace it? And the idea of this series is to try and get everything that we have on our that we need for our farm purchased for us. And so yeah, we do kind of need it. We do kind of need to get it purchased in order to fill that space. There we go. That is that contract finished. So I was very happy to see that. I was very happy to get that picked up. Yes, we lost the ability to do lime, but that isn't something I think that we overly need at the moment. I think we own this this pig pen here, but we don't own the land it's on, so that's why I've never done anything with them on here. Right, let's head up to the top and field 37. And 37 is just up here on the right. I'm guessing that we have an entrance to the field somewhere along this road. In fact, yeah, is that it just there? Perfect. Squeeze through the fences here and up into the field. Then we'll line ourselves up on the rows, and actually this is quite nice. We should be able to get ourselves going pretty well up this field here, and we will set our first waypoint. I think we're set. There we go. All good. And away across this field we go as well. We've got plenty of time today. We've got plenty of fertilizer still left in this spreader. And we know the size of the field is diminishing the further we go. So I'm thinking at the moment our best bet is probably to keep going until we have used up all of the fertilizer that we have in this. We do have that extra 50 liters, but that's not massively worth doing. I think our telehandler actually is ready now. So what we could do is go and put the remaining 400 liters we got down in the farm into this as well. I think there's only 3 or 4 more of these contracts to do. And if we knocked them all out today, that would give us a nice amount of extra income from just going around and doing various jobs today. But this contract is finished. Let's head back to the farm. I want to check out my telehandler, see how that's doing, and maybe refill this with the remaining fertilizer we have and pick up some more contracts. So how is our class telehandler looking? Maintenance is complete and we now have 0 damages. Perfect. So let's start it up, reverse it out, and what I want to do is switch out our current tool on the front here for the other. Is that that bucket in there? We haven't converted that to a front loader. That's a little bit annoying, but we need to go and find the front loader tool. No, the front forks, which I'm not sure where I've put at the moment. So yeah, I need to go find those. We could possibly actually use this bale spike for this job, I think. Let's just come in here and put that. Yeah, bale spike will pick it up as well, just as well. It's one of the nice things about this, about having a telehandler on the farm over having the front loader that we had before, is it's a little bit more versatile. The extra reach means that we can use other bits of kit like this to load things like this up. And there we go. It doesn't tell me exactly how much I have, though, is the only downside. So we'll park this in here for now, and we can go down to the shop and get the rest. I've got to figure out where those front pallet forks are, because that is just a little bit annoying. Back down to the shop. We'll load up the remaining fertilizer. There we go. We'll collect on our 3 existing contracts, and then we'll take the next 3 higher paying ones, which is 7, 9, and 33. So accept, and accept. Right, let's go find those and get them done. In fact, 33 is right near us, just out the back of the farm here. That's perfect. Let's turn that on, get that started, and away we go. speed that this is going down, I think it's ignoring the application rate that we have set. We've only got it set to 18 kilograms per hectare, but it's yeah, there we go, finished. But it's definitely going down at a faster rate than that. 7 and 9, then those are up the top, not too far from where we were before. Going to be interesting making our way up there. I think we can probably get to 9 first, going this way though. I think entrance is here on the right. There we go. Right, let's open this up. And away we go. And it should, again, knock this field out fairly quickly. I don't think I even need to set the GPS for this. We're going to get it done in like 3 passes, this field. This is why these fields aren't paying a huge amount for these contracts. They are all pretty quick jobs to get done. And the coverage, especially with a spreader like this, is really fast. I mean, we have come around and done the vast majority of this field. And yeah, we're already nearly 90% done. Bringing this round here like so. This is going to cover most of this. And by the time we get to the end here, we should be 100% complete. In fact, there we go. Wow. We are knocking out these contracts. That's 5 contracts done so far. And only 2 more to go. Now, where is the entrance to field 7 here? Is that through? It might be through the yard up here, quite possibly. Or it might just be along the hedgerow. In fact, yeah, there we are. Just along the hedgerow here. Nice sharp corner to get round and in. And then again, start up the spreader. Make sure we are far enough across the field. And oh, we're going to have to come around here and set this up. But yeah, this field actually feels a little bit bigger than the last one. So we're down to, oh wow, we're down to just 20 liters. I didn't realize we were going through it that fast. Yeah, we are going to have to refill because we are only 19% through this field. 1 pallet of the fertilizer should do it though. So let's head down to the shop. And I think while we're down there, we'll redeem the other 2 contracts and pick up the final one. Okay, let's purchase ourselves another pallet full of fertilizer. There we go. Buy that. Yes. 750 liters. That should be enough to get these last 2 contracts done. So drop that, reverse it up, and refill it. And then these 2 completed contracts here, we'll collect both of those. We'll accept the field 34 contract, which is just behind where we are, in fact. And let's go finish the one on field 7 first, and then we'll come back on field 7, and we'll line ourselves up again. Oh, why is that sent me all the way out there? I don't know. Let's turn it on. I think my GPS is set up wrong. So, in fact, I think we didn't set the GPS up. I think we set it up for a field a while ago. Yeah, because it's saying plus 18. So, let's do that now. Set that up. And then set the second waypoint and the width. Turn that off so that we're not using any extra, and then back on, and away we go. I'm keeping a very close eye on how much we have left. 98, 99. That's got it. So field 7's done. We have 314 liters to get the remaining fields done. And that is going to be close. Field 34 is over the other side of 35 here. Yeah, there's no road to get directly to this without driving on the edge of that field, which is a bit weird. Right, let's see if we can make this go all the way across this field. We're already down to 270, but we are 20% of the way through. Oh, this is going to be so tight as to be ridiculous. We're down to 200 liters. We are nearly 50% of the way through this contract. But interestingly, we have very little of the field to go. Nearly 60%. We've got 140 liters left. Let's bring the width of this down. Reduce our actual amount that we're doing. 93 liters, 85%. We might actually get this done. 70 liters, 95%. And there we go. With 55 liters left, we've managed to complete this contract. And that is all of the contracts done. That was way too close. In fact, we're left with 5 liters more in this than we started with at our farm. But we have got it done. We've got all of the contracts done. We've brought in some extra money. And we are all done and dusted. I am exceptionally pleased with that. We will be over 90,000 for the next going into the next day. We're going to have to do some stuff with the cows next time, I think. Might be time to top up their feed ahead of getting the hay done in May. But yeah, not much else to do around the farm. Maybe some more contracts and things till harvest. We just need to keep the farm ticking over, keeping an eye on the various bits and pieces that we have ongoing. Keeping those solar panels clear is the other thing. But now we're going to leave this here. Let's just collect on these contracts. So yeah, collect that and that to leave us over 93,000. And all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.